All right, right out of the comments, we're back to the Avenged Sevenfold, the stage album, and it turns out on the channel, I hopefully will link it below. Is shit, you can't see it. The Angels was next on the album play or whatever, but it's already on the channel. Goes back to last year, but it exists, so the link will be down below. Simulation we're going to do now, and oddly enough, I just came from Energy featuring Chester P, which was as out there as occulted and esoteric knowledge laid within ideas, laid within the bars of the song, against a backdrop of the gritty reality of the hard streets and life, and it is cool. I went 20 minutes. I don't think I know anything, right? But I thought it made me think of lots of things. And oddly enough, if it was all a simulation, Rollen wouldn't get too upset. I would transfer the ideas and beliefs that are maybe written into my worship gene. You'd have to watch that other reaction. That are hard written into me, maybe, back by, my Anunnaki gene splicers. And if the simulation is a real thing, then, I would just project the core belief system onto the, programmer of that on the other side of the unknown, and probably still try to do the same morally sound decision-making tactics I use every day. I'm not sure if the knowledge changes too much. It's UFOs. They want me to go crazy. I believed that shit my whole life. If they showed up, so be it. Will Smith showed me what to do there. You punch him in the fucking face and say, "Welcome to Earth."
It seems I should have walked away. Reverse the wager, I've no means to pay. Toto is pulled back, the green tonight inside. Blue pills coat with such disdain. I wore the shades for so long that I've forgotten how to see. The curtain rises, but who dares to pull the string? I know this may be hard for you to believe in all, but you believe just because we allow it. I questioned all the voices in my head. Are they mine or
Yeah, that's why the people that show up from nowhere are like, "What the fuck? This dude's an idiot. I hate him." And then, yeah, you suck. Except if you went back to the Dan Vass comment video, then to the Volbeat, then to the Chester P, then to this, you'd realize that these very subject matters in this song are already, for some reason, on the table. Not only is it not challenging, we've been talking about it for 40 minutes now. From the evils of humanity lashing out at people like they have godlike power to, whoever designed the system. Some big squid monster. I don't know. Back to Gilgameshian Anunnaki, we were manipulated, things that, rabbit holes that got opened up from the Terrence Howard interview, which I, take with a grain of salt. I just thought was interesting. And then you got this song here, and it's like, hey, let's think deep about shit for a second. And it's too late. Been doing that for a while now. Don't think it's getting me anywhere. but it sure beats planning out my next full work day.
Just because we allow it. I've questioned all the voices in my head. Are they mine or have I been misled? Total understanding don't seem to mean a thing. You can see me.
Man, I know I can't give you any understanding, but I will say if you find the moment the new tinfoil duck entered the scene, there's the caveat right there. I have more ability to filter crazy because the ducks keep growing. I never knew it would be a theme, but it appears we're there. And thank Tim and thinking of me the other day. So yeah. The worship gene. I just learned about that. I didn't know. No, I'm not saying it's real. But boy, would it explain some things. Boy, would it explain some extreme behavior.
Don't seem to mean a thing. You can see behind the silver screen. Figurine. Can't you hear me scream? By the way of cosmic rays, subtle breakdown job, the code display. A simulation, as I can tell, our cell playing out a hopeless scene. We stay.
I'm so sorry, Avenged Sevenfold fans. This is fire. I just finally see the fucking bat with the head and the wings, the bat wings. I finally see the thing in the picture for the first time. I didn't I never caught the perspective of being up above here looking down. So I didn't see that ever once till right now, and I'm pretty sure that's never come out. And I like reflecting on covers. I've stared at this one for a bit now. So I'm really glad I finally saw it. Now, I don't think it's that hidden, and I'm a little late to the party. Oh, that's because the stage is full of so much stuff. It is. There's distractions everywhere.
Hopeless scene. We stand to lose all our charm. It just seems to wane. Billion years can seem a stunningly short time.
Cool line.
Down time and time again. Still you find yourself at the center of it all. I've questioned all the voices in my head. Are they mine or have I been?
What a telling line. To me, for me, filtered through the ducks. I don't know what it means to them. But that the ego, the finding oneself at the center of everything, they are the center of the universe, I think directly ties into the power, and power corrupts rant back in Chester P as well. These two back to back have been really good. But the problem is it's the ideas from the last one that really fit right into the ideas this is presenting me that I really like, because there was a indictment of the control system over in that reaction, thinking that as is presented here, whether it's corrupt leadership fueled by money only and greed, or a cosmic force unknown to me. I think there's always energy directed towards controlling, and it's not always the same energy that's creating. I think that controlling energy is technically destructive, but wielded by psychopaths who are sure of their own worth, so their ideas for the world supersede ours. Or, any. I don't know. But I feel like in this track simulation, I'm dealing with a grand creator trying to put me in my place. I hate that. I don't want to just kneel down to that idea. That seems stupid. Whoa. Are they mine or have I been misled? Now, covering those bases thoroughly, of course, all my opinions are always for entertainment because I have absolutely been misled, but I would condemn any person who wants to lecture me about misinformation. You don't, that's, I have every right to be wrong as long as I'm not trying to control, hurt, or harm with any of that information. Y'all like fiction. That's why I clarify it as such. But I mean, sure. I've obviously been misled once or twice. Now, the difference is in my world, I'm positive it's fucking CNN that's misleading me every day. The same shit my normie family thinks is reality. There's the problem. The same people that wield this language and words, I believe, are the psychopaths who are so corrupt, they think they fucking know better. But then they literally, it's not their fault. Society made them rape that child. Yeah, well, nobody on the Epstein client list has been fucking prosecuted yet. Everybody must be cool with that shit. All too fucking uncomfortable to talk about as they continue busting human trafficking and all that shit. There is an obvious evil that's infesting this simulation, and whoever wrote that into the code, well, that's a bad creator. So either power, corruption, and psychopathy, or this fucking squid monster is a shit programmer. But there are some aspects to what's going on right now that are so repulsive. I don't know why people can't be done with that shit. Oh, that's right. They're too cowardly to talk about that. But goddamn, some language upsets their feelings. They're cool to piss and moan about that. But yeah, fuck all the missing kids. Shh, that's uncomfortable. Let's not talk about that. Let's talk about that. Never there's 1,000 more islands. Never that. Let's move on. Let's move on to global protection and CO2 issues. Yeah, can't you hear me scream? I'm just saying. It's time we start making each other uncomfortable and figuring out what the fuck is wrong with some of this shit, because it's way too far gone. And if it is a simulation, maybe we all learn to rewrite a little code.
Oh, hello there, dear. I've been expecting you.
Altering the way I feel. Is truth only what we believe is real? All the sketches, the
I can't help it. That takes us right back. What is truth? Who's formed that? Is it just a quantifiable fact, or is it whatever we believe? Is it what our feelings tell us? It was what the math is? What if the math was wrong? How come when the esoteric people tell me the math is wrong, we mock them, but when the social fucking movement people tell me the math is wrong, we get down and kiss their feet? Seems like maybe we've got a hearts and minds problem in this simulation too. It's like we're supposed to recategorize everything instead of actually, maybe the civil transfer of power to the next people trying to control you isn't a good idea. Maybe some pushback is necessary, but then the subjective nature of blowback and pushback and the subjective nature of truth and who's wielding it for what means. Shit. And before you think I've jumped off the deep end, I would argue that the End of Free Will video has millions of views, and I don't know what his name is. I'm grateful I don't know it, but Yuri Super Predator, Global Super Predator. He's like a Bond villain in real life. Transhumanist douche. The End of Free Will. It's all fake. We're gonna turn that off. You're not gonna want to do nothing. Take your chemical drip, and we're not gonna know what to do with all these people. And sure as shit, I just saw, which would have to be, I would say it's more of a left-leaning meme, but a meme saying, "Hey, I thought AI was gonna help me do the dishes and the laundry so I could do more art." And they're like, no, the AI is going to do your art so you can wash the fucking AI creator's dishes. It's like I just saw that the other day. They're like, well, the mathematicians, the fucking number crunchers, the filers, there's your, right? AI is going to get rid of them before autonomous trucking gets rid of drivers. And I'm old enough to remember that I thought that would be the big one, right? I thought they'd get rid of all the truck drivers. They'd be, right, everything would be a robot, but that ain't working too well. And wait till the robot runs over some normies, person's, class, or wait till something bad happens, and then they'll be like, they'll have to tighten the regulations, and you'll get your robotic laws, and you'll get all that shit. But they'll have to hurt us first really bad before we do that. Once again, is it me, or does it seem like the simulation code is pretty jacked up? Always willing to be pushed into a corner and hurt before we demand any sort of action. Ha! Yeah, no, that's some well-written subservient shit. no, it's not going to get erased. I mean, I hate to double down, and of course it's all for fun. But no, it's just authorship is going to be transferred to transhumanist or computer thinking. And because everybody is gathering around and circle jerking over those ideas, you're going to let it happen. Fuck your entire history of sci-fi warning you. You're just going to go for it anyways. It's fucking beautiful. It makes my head spin. I've always known the boiling frog was a real analogy. I just didn't think it would be my fucking lifetime that would watch it play out. I didn't think it would be my lifetime it was served up, but hey, soup's done. I know I'm really full of myself. I believe I get the idea behind this shit. Oddly enough, it tied to the rest of my day already, so. And I mean, if that isn't the squid fucking monster of Lovecraftian nightmare design vocally calling to me from across the ocean, I don't know what the fuck that was. But I feel we've nailed a few of them today, so we're going to save Viagra Boys for tomorrow because I do not want to ruin the vibe this has created. I might look for some of my own shit, but what a nice day back to the office. Rollen Green saying, thank you for joining us over here at Reactions, Rants, and Rabbit Holes. If you'd like to head on over to the channel there, it says to dispel the cult, one reaction at a time. That would reference the evil that makes a person think they should run up on stage and kill a musician so they can have them for themselves. Yeah, from that aspect of the worst of us to finding new music that makes us happier we've been than all day. And we cover a little bit of everything over here. And I appreciate you joining me. And I don't care if it was your favorite thing or your least favorite thing. I just glad you came along and listened. Thanks. Take care. Give care. Hope and care over destruction is always a good starting point.